Driver is set for the sprint race. Let's do it here at Thruxton. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. It's all eyes to the lights and foot to the floor as we go racing at Thruxton. It's a great start there from Adam as he covers off the BWT car of Daniel Santos. Regan is in 3rd position, but the real action begins as they head into 1. There you see the IMSA Racing drivers as they head into the advantage there. Heading into 1. All the drivers try to file in. It's pretty wide, and one driver spins. That's Lacey. She gets it wrong. One driver goes off the track, but it's the dream start for Adam. It's a trackside for the action here. And Adam is absolutely sent it on this start. It's exactly what he needed. 3rd place, though. Regan has made sure he stayed ahead of the IMSA Racing drivers. Who has got it wrong? I think it was Krogsgaard. He's been shuffled down to 6th position. And there we also see Peter Sabot also chasing down, looking for a position. But this is a race that the drivers are going to be snaking each other and just wanting to get rid of those yellow flags. But this is a race that the drivers are going to be snaking each other, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this one goes. But the first time they entered the chicane, this one's going to be very interesting. Does anybody decide to make a move? Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Monaco out here, but no, I see Aspir going for an advantage. Oh, he's got it. But it's a real single file journey. One driver's gotten it wrong there. I don't know who that was. 26th position. Oh, it's Henry. He's got it wrong there. Heading into 1 once again, but it's single file. The drivers have really realized that there's not many places to overtake. As I saw Oliver Wilson going for a move. Oh, and there's contact. I believe he's made contact with Martin Webster. I really hope that wasn't Wilson taking him out, because that would be deep trouble from him. Adam still holds on to the lead with Santos in 2nd, so all the drivers within each other there. Oh, Moranti has it wrong there, and he gets it spun back around and got back going. Lap 2 of 10, and this is really being an exciting one with all the drivers within a second of each other. This is gonna be a good one here, and I'm very excited to see how it goes down. It's only a sprint race, of course. Into the chicane, it's pretty deadly. The drivers have 8 strikes before they get flat out disqualified. Regan with the fastest lap, traded down to Peter Sabot. It's like a safety car restart out here, but trouble has gone wrong for Axel Johnson. Oh, that was beautiful there. Going between the advertising boards. Somebody else has got it wrong. It's Rupner Ryan. He's been shuffled down the order. Oh, trouble for Lesmana. Outside in the grass looking at the airstrip. And I would say you'd be flying to another part of the world, but I wouldn't be too sure. All right, Henry, you gotta let go of these drivers behind you as soon as possible, so hop off the racing line when you can. And take a look at this. Daniel Santos is gonna take advantage. And does he take the lead? No, he does not. Henry is spun out on the grass as he was trying to get out the way, but Santos sees an advantage, maybe onto the grass here, has to hold on for dear life, just about does so, loses his momentum because here comes Regan now with an advantage here, potentially. Gets onto the brakes, however, and nothing can be done this time around. And that is your top 6, nose to tail with each other. The fastest drivers in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club all coming together. And this one, as they head into turn 1, really competitive, and it's undecided. It's lap 4 of 10, undecided. Who's going to win this race? That's the big question on our hands. Let's look at the rear cam of Anna Adam as he is just holding on for dear life. Driver is still off, and it's Henry, so he's back on the track, and that's not going to help his case. He may be a second lap down. And, a little bit wide there goes Anna Adam. Oh, trouble there. That's one of the IMSA Racing drivers of Andy Rees, and mistakes will happen, and if they do, he's going to lose 2 positions from it. That is absolutely huge and not what Andy Rees wanted. One little mistake, it costs you everything. On board with the Portuguese drivers, he chases down the Canadian here. They're going to be pushing limits to the very edge. But heading into turn 1 once again. Miros with the fastest lap of the race. He's currently sitting 9th position, but oh, an advantage! Does he go for a move here? Did not get the best of angles, but Santos tried to go for the move onto the inside, covered off already by Adam. And top 6 is still very close between each other. And trouble 4 as well. Couple of these drivers as they're battling back here. Oh, Johnson, he's having a bit of fun. Squirming his car. It's a little bit more trouble for Mazuzzo. And that is just about holding on to it. So he's still having fun out there. But Santos, once again, we're entering the halfway point of the sprint race. And the main race comes up very soon as Jarrell Moore enters the pits. Into the chicane once again. Pretty heated for these top drivers. And they also got to watch track limits. That's the most important part, because if you're cutting the track an excessive amount of times, you could be seeing a position drop penalty that could move you down from 1 to 3 to 5 to even 10 positions. If you are found to be constantly cutting the circuit, take a look at this. Krogsgaard sends it down the inside. A little too much sauce. And Regan gets right back through. Sabo also going to take advantage. And both Andy Master Racing drivers have been shuffled down to 5th and 6th position. For how long? That's the real question, because it's nose to tail as they head into the left-hander. And now they start to feather the throttle for the right-hander. So 6 of 10, 5 to go. Or should I say 4.5 laps to go here at Thruxton for this sprint race. Get this, it's only the sprint race. So the drivers are going to be pushing all their limits with these tires. But once we get into race number 2, 30 laps long, they're going to have to be very careful with what they do with their compounds. And how they save tires, that's the most important part. Once again, Santos nose to tail. But once again, 4/10 still the difference between the two. They hold on to that same gap, but they're pulling away because Regan is just about exiting 1 second. We have a side-by-side action here. Asbir and Beerus, and Eamon shows the drivers how to get it done overtaking here at Thruxton. So he's really showing us what it's like racing hard around here. Who else do we have down the order? We also have David, who's really fallen down the order. But meanwhile, take a look at this. Santos is really closed up, but the back end does not compute with him. He loses some time. Also, David, he tried to look for an advantage on Asbir and cannot get it done this time around. More battles going on down here. No, it looks like Lacey has just gotten it wrong on the exit there. However, there is trouble for one of the drivers in the background, as we also see Sean getting it wrong. Side by side though, Lesmana and Klaus. This is your battle for P17. It's only the top 8 that scores points, so the nail in the coffin is belonging to Eamon. He is the last driver to score points, unless David has something to say about that. We'll find out soon enough, but let's head back up to this battle here. 3 laps to go here for the sprint race, but trouble up ahead, and we're looking for it. There's yellow flags up the road, and we are looking. Who is it? Oh, that looks to be Boris. And he is trying to recover himself back on the track. Desperately needs to make sure he gets out the way for these drivers. And he's got a little bit of a gap if he can fit it through. And it looks like he may be just staying on the grass for the sake of not hurting anyone's battle. So massive props to him. Another driver is also on the grass, but we're going to focus our attention onto these drivers here because Peter Sabo looks to be entering the top 3. He's just 2/10 behind Regan, and huge opportunity for an overtake, but there's a lot of overspeed as he heads into the final complex. Lap traffic though, oh my goodness. I can't tell who that is, but he's just about gotten out the way. It's really shuffled up the positions, but Santos, as he drifts around T1, saw an advantage, could not get it done. Sabo now, almost 3 wide. Can he have a move down into the first braking zone. He's side by side, looking for second. Santos defends hard. Regan looks to the outside, cannot get it done. Santos survives. Peter and Regan now battle with each other. Mads gets it wrong, however, and Regan as well also spins out. That's your top 5 and 6. And Mike Van Doorn, Beerus is going to say thank you very much. They will go through. That is some real hard racing. Lap 9 of 10. And the top 3. Well, first 2 positions not changed, but Sabo is in 3rd. And Rees is in 4th. We're down to just these 4 drivers. But it's Anna Adam who has got the advantage, has some lap traffic ahead of him, but he's going to be entering the final lap of this sprint race. Oh, misses the first apex though, and he has to cut it. Oh, he has to cut it. Final lap. Here we go. 5/10 the difference between Adam and Santos. Don't forget about the other driver. Oh, trouble for Lacey. She gets it wrong, but she's off the racing surface. There's no yellow flag, so it'll always be green. Santos, he slides the rear end. Can Peter Sabo take advantage? The tires are going to be absolutely gripless. And there we see Rubner Ryan trying to find him. There he is, just gets out the way. Peter Sabo looking for an opportunity. Adam exits the picture. He's about a second almost ahead. Sabo looks for an advantage. You can see how worn down Santos' tires are from sliding on previous laps. But look at that. How close can you get to the white line on the outside? Sabo, Santos battle for second position. Just about nails it ahead. They're still side by side. It's contact. Sabo runs off the track. Does he hold on? Santos couldn't. He does hold on. Oh, it's trouble! And Adam gets it wrong! He's off the track! Peter's in the lead! How in the world has that happened? The top 3's been shuffled! Peter Sabo, from out of nowhere, takes victory in the sprint race of this one! What a race that was! My goodness, what happened to Adam? Rees takes second, and Van Doorn takes 3rd! I hope there was no contact between... I hope there was no contact between Sean Lee and Adam. My goodness, that was a race. A real proper race on our hands there. What happened? Was Daniel taken out? Was it hard racing? We have to take a look at it after this one. My goodness. So that race, we'll look at it after this one with incidents. We'll look at this race after incidents. But your race winner, Peter Sabo, followed by Andy Rees, Mike Van Doorn. Once again, all incidents are going to be looked at after this one. What a race that was. And Peter, we're going to drag you up here for your race, sprint race win interview. And we're going to let you know when the main race comes up. We're going to look at all incidents after this one. So don't fret. Wow. My goodness. That was a race. Holy.